Hey, Sun City West, it's Steven back with another video. So I wanted to do something a little different this time, and through the Torch program, I've been going through that with the folks, and I learned about the community fund. So I thought it'd be a great idea to sit down with Arlene Peterson and find out from her about how the community fund operates and how they help our community through their time of need. So you're going to want to watch this video all the way through, and at the end, you're going to see a testimonial from some of the folks that have been helped by them, and it'll give you a better idea of how they really make an impact on our community. Hi, Arlene. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
So, going through this Torch program, I've learned a little bit about your organization, the Community Fund, and some of the great work it does. And I appreciate you coming out just to kind of talk to us about all the things that Community Fund does and how they operate. And so I just wanted to kind of sit down with you and find out a little bit more about it and find out ways that we can, get the word out about all the great stuff that you are working on.
Okay. The Community Fund is a local charity, strictly Sun City West, and it was established in 1982. So we've been around a long time. Our object is to help people stay in their homes. Sometimes, everything looks bright and shiny in Sun City West, but there are a lot of people that are low income and having difficulty paying their bills. Some of them are isolated in their homes, and we try to help them. We want to provide a safety net for them so that they don't have to leave Sun City West. So we do this by paying their utility bill if that's what they need, or their prescriptions, or whatever the need might be.
Yeah, that's one of the things that when people come here, they don't always realize because we're that unincorporated uh, part of the county. We don't have a city or a local government, which a lot of what sounds like you guys are doing is something that would be handled oftentimes by local government through some of those types of programs. So that's really great work, and it does help to get the word out so people know, like, hey, here's a resource for you. Um, so, so how does it work when someone wants to get assistance and needs help? How do they go about doing that?
Usually they'll have seen one of our brochures, or maybe someone in their church or the community will recommend us, and they will call themselves. They'll call our hotline, which is 623-546-1122. They'll call and leave a message, and then one of our volunteers will call them back that day and just find out what kind of help they need and do a little short interview on the phone. And then we'll set up an appointment. We go over to their house and we require certain financial information so they know what they have to have ready. And two of us go together and go to their home and just make sure that they qualify. There's a number of things that we look at. First of all, they have to have been in Sun City West for at least a year. They have to be low income, so we look at all different sources of income. They cannot have, a savings or an IRA or a bunch of bonds and treasury notes or whatever. They have to truly need our help. So all of those things are checked. We go into a good background check before we do anything for them. Then we have to see their bills. We want to know exactly what kind of bills that they have. Say that it's a phone bill, and they're maybe on a payment plan, and they're paying for their phone and their service and their cousin's phone and their granddaughter's phone. We only pay for that individual,
Right.
and not for their phone. It's just strictly for the phone service in that case. Um, we try to help people get on low-income payment plans with different organizations, such as APS and EPCOR and so forth.
So it's
So
not
we
just
work
that,
with them on that too.
yeah. So it's not just that you're giving out money necessarily. You're also
No.
helping them maybe make arrangements with other organizations and such.
Right.
And the interesting thing that I learned as well is that the fact that you do all of this with donations from folks within the walls here as well as volunteers, and so you really can't function without the help of the other residents
Yeah.
to kind of bring you along.
Definitely. I think that's what's so unique about us too, is that it's just Sun City West, the people in Sun City West that contribute, and and it all stays within this community.
Which is a great concept because again, you know that at that point, the folks that are coming out to help you, they're your neighbors. They're there to help you. They want good things for you. And then the folks that are when they're donating, they know that that money is going directly to the people within the walls to help out their neighbors as well. So what a great organization.
I really think it is too. Another thing that I think is real important is that everything we do is confidential.
Right.
You know, a person is not going to feel
They're not going to feel as if they're somehow at a different level or somehow they're
right. A person's not going to feel embarrassed about asking for help. And I think that's a real problem with people here because all their life they've been on the giving end.
Right.
And all of a sudden they have to ask because something has happened. And it's very difficult.
So you basically provide the help, but you provide it with dignity.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's our purpose.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, that's great. That's an awesome service. So if somebody wants to help out, they want to become a volunteer or they want to donate, how do they go about doing that?
Well, first of all, we are sending out a letter this week to all the residents in Sun City West, and it will tell a little bit about what we do. And we even have some letters on there from clients that have been helped, but we are asking for donations. And hopefully they'll read this information and send some donations in as soon as they can. It's been a tough couple of years for a lot of organizations, but we definitely have seen a decrease in donations. And so we're hoping that this will help us to help other people in the community.
Well, thank you for everything you're doing with that. I really appreciate that. It's great for our community. Is there anything else you'd like people to know about what you do and how you do it?
I just, you know, you mentioned volunteers too. We are strictly a volunteer organization. We have no office. We have no furniture. We have we have nothing other than a phone and a group of very dedicated volunteers. And if someone is interested in being a part of us, they can call the hotline again and we'll just set up an appointment and see whether or not it would fit into their lifestyle.
Well, that's wonderful work you all are doing, and I can't thank you enough for helping our community that way. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.